Long has grown over the last 50 years and is a locally owned and operated company, and yet we've grown organically throughout the Northwest of the United States. And so we are now in 8 states and have about 450 employees. One of the reasons Long got into CPACE to begin with, we saw it was a way to help our building owners that we are currently invested in partnerships with service and maintaining their equipment and also providing controls in their buildings.
What CPACE does is it helps them to keep their capital to use for the things that really make a difference, that people can see, and CPACE is used to do the things that you can't see.
When we moved into the building, the reason we selected this building was significantly based on location. But clearly when we moved in, there was a significant amount of deferred maintenance. And when we renovated the building, we focused more on renovating the finishes so that we could operate, as opposed to the infrastructure and the mechanical systems, electrical systems, et cetera. Those kind of remained untouched. And so we lived with those for the better part of 10 years and kind of deferred the maintenance of a lot of fairly important aspects of the building.
We don't own very many buildings, but the ones we do own, we love. And we are on a mission to try to make them better, and in hopes of making these buildings better, hopefully we're making our town better. Our real challenge is to modernize the mechanical workings of these buildings. Everything from windows to mechanical systems, to elevators, to roofs, to solar, to lighting. We see an opportunity to revolutionize every aspect of our buildings.
CPACE is a financing mechanism that allows owners to finance over 20 years these capital expenditures. But what's really unique about it is that it is 100% financing. It's not dependent upon the credit worthiness of the building owner. It's really dependent upon the credit worthiness of the building. And so it is a financing mechanism that lives off books, if you will. It doesn't live on the balance sheet of the property. It stays with the property as an assessment that is paid through the county's property taxes.
So when the assessment is placed on the building, that stays with the building regardless of whether the owner decides to sell the property or not. So one of the reasons why you'd want to use CPACE financing instead of cash is because you're putting benefit to this building, and that building is what pays for it over time. So if you sell the building in 3 years, that assessment stays with the property. You do not have to pay it off. And that's unique to any type of financing.
When we see a project that makes sense and is going to be valuable for an owner, we're willing to spend the time to bring our knowledge so that they can see what could be better about their building. We're not just an equipment supplier for them. We're also a sounding board. We help them when they have problems. We go to the site when they have issues. We help them with things that have nothing to do with our equipment because we understand the systems.
Long has pulled in experts that have really come at this with some great ideas and some really cutting edge technology.
Long brought the expertise on the mechanical side, which was the most significant expenditure we had in the PACE project. So it's more than just the energy efficiency aspects. It's the improvements we made to the common areas. It's the open space environment for the office. And generally trying to create a place where people want to come to work.
Immediately we'll have a much higher functioning building that should be a much more marketable building, a much greener building, and I think all of that will drive to the bottom line in value.
So we're asking you for the chance to come in and walk through your building, to take a look at the energy saving measures that are available and what we could do to install new equipment, controls, lighting, whatever is needed to actually provide the energy savings that we see are available.